Get your indie fix at earlyaccessgaming.net. Look through most of the indie games out on Steam or Early Access or what have you. How many of them are survival titles? Quite a few, no? It's no secret that the rise of these games is due to the explosive success of Minecraft back in 2011. It's no surprise either, success tends to breed imitators. Minecraft was no original idea either. Creator Notch has been very open about his inspiration from games Infaminer, Dungeon Keeper, and Dwarf Fortress. It is important to note that those titles inspired his game, he didn't just clone them. Take a look through Steam and Kickstarter again, but this time look for survival games that strand you on a piece of wood in the middle of the ocean. There are none. None except Raft, and that's part of what makes it such a great idea. The other part is that the three members of Raft developer, yes, that is their name, simply took a good look at the survival genre and came up with an idea that hadn't been done yet. Raft is still in its early stages, but the foundation already set has me excited for the game's future. I start the game with a hook. I look around, and there are tons of materials floating by the raft that I can bring in with the hook. Constantly trying to land the hook in the right spot is a fun minigame that kept me aware of my surroundings. Gathering materials is nothing new to experienced players of survival games, and here there is a lot of it. Turning those materials into items is very straightforward. The crafting menu states what is needed, and clicking the item creates it instantly. Hovering over the item in the inventory provides a quick description, no wiki scouring necessary. Where Raft really stands out is in what it doesn't have. Most survival games have me running around searching for materials. Raft forces me to stay in one place and wait for them. It's a bit agonizing being one plank away from the next staircase and having to wait for it to come rather than go searching for it, but the feeling of finally getting to craft the item is truly worth the wait. Though Raft does try to do a lot of things differently, I can't say that I agree with all of the choices made. A recurring problem of mine comes from the one enemy in the game, a shark that constantly swims circles around the platform. It's an intimidating and straightforward enemy, and when it does attack, it goes for the foundation and eats away at the wood until it breaks. I can craft a spear to hold the shark off, and then kill it for the meat. I'm a fan of that, but what I find annoying is how often this shark attacks. There were times where I had just finished repairing a piece, only to turn around to find the shark back at my base again. This is likely an issue that will be balanced out in the future, but it happens often enough that I felt it should be brought up. It is different to have an enemy that I'm never truly safe from, and again, I like that idea, but either the frequency of these attacks needs to change, or maybe some stationary defenses should be included to hold it off. Not even walls work from my testing. I also found it a bit weird that cooking food or boiling water requires no materials needed to make fire. Keeping my hunger and thirst meters full was never much concern. I could just keep throwing my food or water into their respective stations. Since I can craft a fishing pole, I can gather food with a few seconds of effort, and I can scoop up water at any time. Having a type of coal or using wood to create fire would create a bit of stress around keeping myself full. Elements like that also keep the game true to the survival experience. Maybe I'm just used to other survival games needing cooking materials, but the lack of them here broke the immersion. Raft was a breath of fresh air for me. A solid foundation with original ideas brought me into the game. The execution of these ideas made me want to stay. No game is perfect, and the complaints I have here are minor compared to what can be accomplished here. This is the sort of game that the survival genre needs in order to thrive again. I wish Raft developer the best of luck in creating the rest of their game.